Yeah. I'm keeping my house boots on for just a second while my feet warm up. So excuse the fact you can't see my feet in my big boots. I'm so cold. So we are going to stand tall. So I'm just going to start off grateful to have Franny in person and Melissa in person. I feel like Melissa's been very busy lately. And Melissa's puppy Bruce. So we're going to take a nice breath in. Anybody else have anything good they're grateful for? Glad about? Nora, anything nice happened on your birthday? Oh. Oh no. Oh good. Well, that's good. That we'll see that as glad. Hi, come on in. You can come in. Nice. Good. All right, take those arms up. Hold them up high. Good. We're going to reach one side up and then the other side up. And when you're reaching one up, you're going to pull down like you're pulling something good out of the sky. So you're going to get the shoulder blade to move in two directions. This one moves up and then it pulls back in, right, on this side. That sort of feeling like that. And so each one is doing that. Oh no, air conditioner.
What's that?
Oh, that air conditioner, I turned it up, but it turned back on. Oh, there, it's done. Good. And one more each way, getting the shoulder blade to move. Yes. And move. Wouldn't that be nice? We're going to take your tops of your fingers, put them right on the tops of your shoulders as much as you can. And then I want you to think about sliding it back off. You are brushing something off the top of your shoulder. So it's a nice, very subtle way to wake up the rotator cuff. Yeah, getting it. So it's not moving the whole arm back like this. I'm trying to brush something off the top of my shoulder. So the forearm is actually going back behind the shoulder a little bit, really deep into that rotator cuff. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Good. And see if you can get it to move back behind the arm. So it's moving back behind the shoulder. Whoop. There you go. Okay, good. Good. And we should start feeling more open across here, hopefully. Or maybe all we're just feeling is really tight and cranky in the bicep because it does encourage the bicep and tricep right where they meet on the back of that arm together. Good. All right. Let those arms come all the way down. Let your head fall just in case your neck was over involved. Not funny. Now my arms are warm. That warmed up my feet. I think I can take my boots off. Bodies are funny. Okay. So from here, we're going to just put hands on the hips, like we know what we're doing. Collarbones are open. We're going to find our heels, big toe ray, pinky toe ray. Yes. And then shift our weight slightly forward, keeping your abs in. Good. Push into the forefoot to come back onto your heels. So those of you who are allowed to put weight in your toes, please do so on the inside and outside of your toe. Yeah. Feel yourself use both edges of your foot, and it should create enough power that you feel like you're going to knock backwards, right? If you're not careful, that forefoot should swing you back. Yeah. Good. Hi, Judith. Hi, Catherine. Good. Good. And one more. Good. All right. We're going to keep our weight over our heels and we're going to bend the knees, pulling the thighs open and feeling ourselves rock a little to the outside back corner of our heels and then zip up the back and come up to a stand. So little knee bend, feel the outside back of your heel, zip up through the back. Good. That looks good, Libby. Good. And zip. Good. And one more. Should hopefully feel, if you're pulling up through the back of your legs, that belly lift up with you. Very good. Nice. Good. One more then. One more. If you're feeling it, let's re-engage it. Zit. And then your booty is nice and high, yeah? All right. Have that nice little sit, knees wide. Good. And I just want you to let your hips go. Just one side. Is that Bruce? Or is that Judith's dog? It's yours? Ah, it's cute. I'm gonna mute you, Judith, so you don't have to worry about your puppy barking. But if you need anything, you tell me, okay? You unmute yourself. I'm watching you. So as we're going side to side, you guys, I want you to pay attention to what's happening, how you're making that happen. Notice that my torso is not moving. So it's not counterbalancing me. If it does, notice how much the knee has to take the work. Here, it's a combination between ankle, knee, and hip. Everybody's changing the load together. You feel that? So Catherine, can you keep your weight centered? Same thing. So Catherine and Judith, you're keeping your torso right here and only letting the hip move. Yes, there we go. Yeah, are you doing it too? Yeah, only let your hip move. There you go. That's it. Very nice. And then come back up. And then very subtly, we should feel some nice little warming up right in here. Yes? Good. Really good. Okay. Let's open into parallel. And we're going to come nice and tall. Ground your feet so that you can sit back, keeping your spine long. Good. Drive into the feet. Come up. Pull the shoulder blades back. Good. I don't think I mentioned this yet today, but if you guys have Pilates toys that you like to use, you are welcome to bring them to class even if I am not showing them. And I know several of you have toys. Melissa has a ring. Catherine has a ring. Some of you have TheraBands. So never feel inhibited to grab your toy. And if I see you use it, I might give you a way to use it differently. So just you be you. You are free to be you. Good. And then up. Good. And one more. Have a seat back here. Have a seat back here. Good. All right. So think about everybody. A little string under your thigh. Pull the string straight back. Pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it back. That's it. Good. Very nice. We're going to play with this idea of where is our weight and where is our torso. We're going to keep that string pulled back on your left foot. Just take your right foot, put it forward, put it down, pull your string on the right. Left foot comes forward. Put it down, left string pulls, right foot. I want you to think about it before you shift your weight. A lot of us shift mindlessly and everything kind of swings out of whack. And you should notice that if you can think about it, then you get that nice little belly lift. Dun dun dun. Good. One more on each side. Good. Very nice. Sit a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper. Take your palms back. Good. Now pull your shoulder blades together. Pull your pinkies toward each other. And then sweep those arms up. Push, push, push to the sky. Up as tall as you can. Put space between your hips and your ribs. And then pull down nice and wide. Okay, ready for a little single leg? We haven't done single leg in a little while. So we're going to take your left. No, sorry. This is your left. Pardon me. Your left over your right. So I'm your mirror. Yeah. Swing that hip out. So we just practiced that, right? Now drive the hip in and then release it. Drive down into that foot and this hip sucks in. Good. So start feeling that connection between how the foot connects to the ground and what happens here at this hip. That's it. Good. Ranger watching. Ranger and Bruce are being such good boys. Look at them. Good. I know, I'm just watching. Good. All right. One, maybe two more. What if you kept your ribs right here and just let your hip drop away and then brought it back underneath? So your shoulders are balancing maybe 2 champagne flutes. Yeah. Okay. Now hold the hip in. Drive into the standing foot. See how it got just a smidge taller? Hold your booty or you're going to get tired here in the TFL. Hold the booty. Slide that foot up your knee, up to your knee, and then slide it back down. Slide it up to your knee. Slide it back down. Are you still holding this? Your left is your distraction. Your right is your big deal. Good. One more. Hold it up. Hold it up. And you're welcome to hold on to something for balance here. You're going to kick it out to the side. Dorsiflex. Point the toe. bring it back in, slide it down, release, re-engage, slide it up, point, dorsiflex, point, slide it down, release, re-engage. Good, up, good, out, dorsiflex, point, bring it in and down. Last time, this will make number 4. Drive into the foot, hold on to the hip. Woo! Good. That's it. Good. And down. Good. Go ahead and shake it out a little bit. How are your hips doing? I know, mine too. So we did our workouts this morning, and then Mark had to go to physical therapy. Now he's back, and I think it's probably just been hips all morning for him. So a little sass, little drive. So I've switched feet. Now my standing leg is your left one, and your left foot and your left hip are now talking to each other. Yep. Good. And you are welcome to keep hands on the hips or hands on the ribs. And as you bring your left hip under you, push your right hand toward your center a little bit. It's going to show you how much you're actually trying to tighten up the back over there. So if you keep your torso still, instead you get this flattening here. Does that make sense? Yeah. Good. Nice. Can I see 2 more? Yes, good. Connect to your foot. Otherwise, it's just this hip flexor, right? And then you look like a dog doing you know what. So that's just biology. Good. All right, holding on to that hip. Good. We're going to slide that foot up. Good. Point it out to the side. Dorsiflex. Point. Bring it back in. Slide it down. Release. Reset. So foot to hip. Good. Slide it up. Point. Flex. Point. Bring it in. Down. Good. And release. I know. Release feels good. Reset. Good. There's a number 3. Out. Point. Dorsiflex. Point. Good. Hold on to it till you're all the way down. Release. Good. Here comes number 4. Drive the foot and the hip. Make sure they talk. Good. Bring it up. Point. Flex. Point. Bring it in. And slide it down. Good. And then go ahead and dance it out. How's everybody doing? Okay? Yeah? All right. I had to do some of this. Just loosen that up. Okay, so enough standing single leg. We're going to roll down. We're going to roll down to a walkout and then all the way back to our roll standing up, right? So down, walk out to a plank, all the way back up. Let's see. Mary Lisa, I cannot remember the variation we gave you last time. If you don't remember it, I think it was the one where you actually don't come down to a full plank. You come down more like a down dog. And if you want something different, let me know. You could also walk out to a piece of furniture. So if walk to a piece of furniture, and then shift your weight as far as you can forward, and then back. So it would be more like an elephant to a down stretch plank. And if none of that makes sense, you tell me. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to join in. We're doing 4.5 actually, 4.5 whole ones. So that will go out to our plank, set those collarbones. The 4th one, you'll come up, and then you'll walk out and finish holding your plank. Da-da-da. Finish in plank. And once you're in your plank, you're welcome to come to your knees. You don't have to stay on your hands and feet. You could be on forearms. I think you guys got a little head start on me. So those of you who are in your plank holding, I want you to check your feet. If you're on your feet, you're on the big toe, just reaching the pinky without rolling onto it. If you're on your knees, your big toe is reaching toward the ceiling, as is your pinky toe. Make sure both are reaching. We're going to hold that for 2 more breaths. Checking that your collarbones are spread wide. Good. Good. And then we can bring those knees down to the ground and then have a seat. How's everybody doing? Are we all there? Are we all together? Just checking. Okay. Feet on the ground. Scoop the belly in, rounding back into that C curve. Good. And then pull, lift all the way up tall. Yep. Pubic bone, belly button, ribs. Good. And then shoulder blades pull together. Good. That's it. So as we roll back, I want you to notice yourself. Look, take a quick peek at your shoulders. They should be staying low and out of your ears. They can travel front and back without having to come up here like that, right? Can you see that? So see if you can, let them stay low. Drop those shoulders down, Catherine, drop them down. See how they're up in your ears? They don't have to do that. They can come forward instead. Yes, that's it. So it doesn't feel quite as luscious of a stretch to your back, but they already do that too much anyway. So we don't need more of that. Good, one more. Good. And then K, even though you're going in neutral, you could let your shoulders come forward and shoulders come back. You see how I'm doing that? They can still come forward and back. Yeah, good. Did you pull your hair back in a ponytail? That looks really cute. I don't think I've ever seen you do that before. You guys, doesn't she look cute? I like it. All right, we're gonna stay back wherever we happen to get to. Take your right arm up, press your feet into the ground, and then your left arm up. Good, that's it. Pull back, good. See if that arm will come all the way back in line with your torso. Bring it, as much as you can. Work from the base of the shoulder blade in the back. Good, shoulder blade moves. Good, one more. Good, and then go ahead and hold on, pull yourself up. Shoulder blades come back into place. Nice, extend those legs out in front of you. Going back into C-curve oblique. C-curve oblique, alternating sides. So we're opening up to the side, coming right back up, and to the other side, and back up. Good. So as you're going, check in with your heels. Are they both staying connected to the ground? And if they are, awesome. Then pay attention to your feet. Sometimes our feet will curl in and then curl in, as Mark's doing that. Oh, good job controlling. That's it. Watch your left one, your right one. Good. Good. One more each side, just so you can pick your points. Good. Woo. Very nice. Good. All right. We're going to roll back into C-curve again. Stay right here. Now we have no hands. We're going to take one arm up again. Good. And the other arm up. So remember, my spine minders, you guys are more of a neutral. You see I've straightened out my back. You really need sits bones and thighs down if you are a spine minder, right? C-curve folks, you have those abs holding in. Still anchoring, right? Still making sure your head is in line with your spine. One more each side. Good. All right, push both hands up, high as you can. Push up to the sky. Good, and then forward hinge in neutral. So we're not falling forward. We're trying to get the front of our hips to roll forward. My friends who are looking for more length through their hamstrings, you can bend your knees if that's uncomfortable. Good, and then come back up. All right. Drop yourself back into your C-curve again. Good. Rotate to the side. Ooh, you recognize that motion. Good. Rotate to the other side. Good. Good. We're going to do 2 more each way. Keeping that space. Good. Last one each way. Okay, maybe we'll do more than that. Come back up. Give me that forward hinge, and here's why. Here's why we get to practice that one more. because I saw several of you do this. Let's see if I can do it. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, Mark, because you're tipping to the side, right? So it makes me feel like I'm actually using my obliques. But notice there's no actual big bend in here. No twist. Yes, I see you, Catherine. I see you. Okay, so everybody, I want you to do again. Feet anchored to the ground. We're going to rotate. Try to stay true to your center line. Rotate. Sometimes it helps if you think of the back arm reaching straight up as you rotate. It helps you. Can you feel that? Reach it up, up, up as you rotate. Yes, Melissa. Do the same thing to your right. Reach that back arm up. Good. Good. Nice. Better. Hey, better. Everybody, you get a rest. That was great. That was like the whole bottom half of my screen was a little bit suspect the first time around. Second time around, everybody, so much better. Yay. Good job. We'll join Mark flat on his back. We'll roll ourselves all the way down to the mat. You guys know you're all allowed to do whatever feels right, even Mark. I just knew we'd be here. You just knew that's where we're going. So down here, I'm just going to scoot my mat a little bit so I can see you better. See if that's better. Okay. So bend those knees, put your feet flat on the floor, and I want you to just give me a little pelvic tilt. So rock the small of your back to the mat and then release it into neutral. So rock it and release it. Good. Good. And as you're doing that, just pay attention to what moves where. Sometimes it's easier to think about the shoulder blades as you move. For example, as I do that, I can feel my right shoulder, or which would be your left shoulder blade, jamming into the ground more. So I'm going to try to hold my high obliques so that I actually twist to this side a little bit. Check you. And when you do that, also notice that should level out your pelvis a little bit as it goes. A little more even. Good. One more. Nice. Good. Hold those abdominals in. Feel yourself level from shoulder to shoulder, rib to rib, hip to hip. Inhale, exhale up into your bow. And if you're holding the levels, it might feel like you're moving crooked. But check with your brain. Well, gosh, I have even pressure here, even pressure here. Awesome. Come back down. This is one of those things where your body gets very used to dysfunction, and when we straighten it out, it feels crooked. Good. Yeah. Good. Check again. Level, level. And then coming up. Anyone notice that when you level out, your transverse abdominis turns on a little more easily? Yeah, your muscles want your bones to be in the right spot. It makes their life easier. Good. And one more time. Hold that one up. Good. So we're playing with our load again. Take that right arm to your ear. Good. Bring it back. Left arm to your ear. All right. Now challenge you. First, notice if you're level across your hips and your ribs. Then notice if you're keeping your throat in line with your spine. Yes. Yeah, Franny. Good. Good. Looks good, Nora. One more each side. Good. And then go ahead and come all the way back down. Reach those arms overhead. Let your back pop for just a moment. By back, I mean your ribs. Your ribs are popping up. Good, because then you're going to pull them back in. Some of you will feel an increased stretch through the front of your arm bones, and then bring those arms back up toward the ceiling. Yeah? Does that make sense? We'll do that one more time just so everyone gets to feel it. So arms are overhead. You get to, for a moment, pop your ribs up, right? So I'm not trying to put the rib cage down. Then pull your ribs in. And some of you will feel the stretch from your pecs or under your armpits. Yeah? Inhale, exhale up into bow. Bring those arms up and forward. You're welcome to grab onto your leg. Good. Inhale and exhale back down. Good. And inhale and exhale, lift. I think you fell asleep. Inhale and exhale back down. Good. 2 more like that. Inhale, exhale, lift. You're concentrating. Good. And 1 more. That's it, gang. So we're up. We're going to take a breath. Exhale, bring your left leg into tabletop. Oops. Good. Check your levels. Ribs to hips. Good. And then switch. Good. And switch. So pay attention to where you tend to get pulled out of whack, right? Where it's harder to maintain your level line. Good. Good. Can you give me 1 more on each side? That's it. Collarbones easy. Shoulders are easy. Good. Good. And then both knees pull into the chest. Ah, that should feel good. Curling back up into our bow. We're going to go right into a twist. 1 leg out, 1 leg in. Already, I know it. So I'm going to give me a good pull first and then reach over to one side. Inhale and exhale, switch. So this is where if you're holding a magic circle, I love it. Whether you push it across or pull it across. Same thing with a band. You could pull it across. Good. That's it. Good. Letting your torso really rotate. Good. 1 more on each side. Good. Bring them back in. Release your back to the mat. Good. Both feet come down. We're going to take your right ankle, set it on your left knee. It should feel momentarily like a little stretch. I want you to make sure your left hip is down on the ground. So not your right one in the air, your left one. That's going to make the right one lift up. We're going to take a nice breath. Exhale, just curl up into bow with that leg right there. Some of you will feel that stretch increase. Good. Come back down. Good. Inhale and exhale, lift. Good. Is your sacrum still even side to side? I know, and for some of you that's going to make you feel crooked. It's okay. Good. As long as you are holding the levelness, you're good. Good. All right. Now, make sure you're scooping your belly in because you're going to pull your left knee towards you as you come into bow. And then everything comes down. Inhale, exhale. Left knee pulls towards you. Good. That's good. All right. Now watch as you pull it. Look at that left foot. Can it stay hidden behind your left thigh? That's right. Good. Last one. Then 1 to hold. 1 to hold. Ready? Inhale and exhale. Stay lifted. Good. All right. You're going to tip your hips to your left leg. Yep. So everything tips over. Good. Your torso still looks up. Pull your obliques in to pull it back. So it's a funny version of TikTok. It's a pretzel version. Pull it in. Right? So I'm using my oblique, not the weight of my hip. I want you to pull down. Good. 1 more. Pull down. Good. And then come all the way down. Reach overhead. Good. Take that leg up to the sky. Extend your left leg on the ground. Good. Now pull your ribs in. This is a level 3 version of leg circles because our arms are over the head. We're inhaling down. Exhaling, use your abs to pull the leg towards you. You, of course, are welcome. If you notice that things start getting messy, bring your hands back to your side, right? Put your practice hands wherever feels right. An interim version would be hands up to the sky. We're going to try 5 each way, trying to keep those ribs down as much as we can. Yeah. Good. I should see ribs pulling to the ground as the foot comes toward us with that strong exhale. Good. That's it. Good. Nice. Good, and one more. Good, and that right knee can bend, come the foot back to the ground. Left knee pulls in and rests on the right knee. Did I say that right? Right foot pulls in. Right, wait. Left ankle, right knee. Left ankle, right knee. Is that where we all are? Okay, good. So now we're just coming up in bow. The foot gets to stay down for the moment and then back down. Yeah. So check yourself as you get going on this side. Look again for where the pressure is. So look for your levels. That's it. Hip to hip, rib to rib. Trying to move as evenly as possible. That's it. Good. So bring your shoulders up off the mat, not just your head. There you go. Good. Good. That's better. Good. The next one we do, we're going to add the right leg lifting. Yeah. So inhale, exhale, scoop that in. Good. And then bring it back down. Good. Inhale, exhale, scoop. Good. That's it. Yeah. Now notice on this side, what happens to your levels as you add that moving leg in. And can you make sure that the right foot stays hidden from your view as you lift the right leg? Good. Two more. Good. And one more. Hold your lift. Hold your lift. Now tilt slightly to your right. Good. Pull your left oblique in to come back. Tilt. Good. Pull back. And what's actually happening is that right inner thigh is pulling into center and should be getting the left oblique to turn on. Good. That's it. Two more. Good. Very nice. Heads get to come down. Again, if you'd like to try the level 3 version of this leg circle, you can with your arms overhead. You're going to kick your left foot up to the sky, right leg goes straight. And we inhale down, exhale, pull these ribs in as the leg comes back around. Inhale, good. Exhale, pull those ribs in. So here your head can still be on the ground. We're just trying to find those abs. That's it, good. And we're going 5 each way. Good. 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 Yeah, how's that feel? Some of you might get a fascial burn just from having your arms up that long. That might be a real stretch for you. I feel you. Okay, so hands are coming back to our side. What was I saying? No, they're not. We're pulling ourselves, we're rolling like a ball. Woo, woo. So rolling like a ball. If you are allowed to roll, you get to rock and roll up to sitting, and then you are going to roll like a ball. So everyone here, no one here is new. We're all long timers. So you know that you're rolling back and then pushing those feet down into your hands, yeah? Remember my spine minders, you guys are not tipping as far back. Still turning your abs on though, right? As decelerators there. And pushing down into those feet. Yeah? Good. Because I want to play with that single leg idea a little bit more. I'm going to let one leg kick out. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to hold on under the thigh. Kick it up. Kick it out. And then maybe lift. Kick it up. kick it out, and then maybe lift, right? I want you to push down into your hands. Don't force the lift, but do encourage the feeling. Does that make sense? Yeah, push as if you wanted to get up. Good. Try 4 to 6 and then switch sides. Yeah, right? As if you could tuck that leg under and get up on that front leg. Good. So the one that's forward is staying up. Yeah, it's going to be another moment of deceleration here as you come up. Whoop. Getting wild in that class. Yeah. Does that make sense? So there are times when we're going to have to get up. Just getting that mobilization going so we can hopefully do it someday. Well, like later today we'll have to get up from the floor, I'm sure, at some point. Not that you would have to get up by rolling like a ball. Okay, so you get to roll yourself gently back down. Feet on the floor. We're going to roll the spine up into a nice hip bridge, opening up the front of those hips because, boy, they've been doing a lot of flexion, so we want to open that up. So drive those feet into the ground. Good, and then inhale and exhale, roll it back down. Good. And then inhale and exhale, roll it up. Good. Big inhale and exhale, roll back down. Good. Spine minders, remember you're going in neutral. Everybody else, you are working on your articulation. Spine minders, if you are allowed to roll, just be gentle with it, right? Don't force it. You can let your glutes give up a little bit more. Good. All right, so the next one we do, we'll hold the lift just to add in the little hamstring pull. So inhale and exhale to the top. Inhale, pull your heels towards your butt. It should shift your body toward your feet. Hold that while you roll down. Keep pulling your heels towards your glutes. Keep pulling them, keep pulling them, keep pulling them. You should feel the whole underside chain turn on and then release at the bottom. Inhale, exhale, roll back up. Drive into your heels. Inhale, pull those driving heels towards your booty. Hold on to them as you exhale, roll down through your spine. Anyone feel, yeah, Franny, that looks awesome. Feel the front of you start to hollow a little bit. That looked great. Good, good. Let's do 2 more. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, roll up through the spine. Drive into the hips and pull the heels towards your booty. Good. Inhale, exhale, roll it down. Draw down, draw down, draw down. Keep pulling your heels, keep pulling your heels, keep pulling your heels. Come on, pull your heels. Oh, pull your heels. Yes. There, Nara, do you feel how your low belly stayed on a little bit? Good. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, roll it up. Melissa, I'm going to have to imagine that it's perfect. You're kind of half in the dark there. Inhale and exhale, roll it down. Same thing, Judith, I can't see you at all. But I'm going to assume it's perfect. That's it. Heels pulling, heels pulling, heels pulling. Ah, very nice. Okay, we're going to roll onto our side. Nice and long. Imagine that my head was actually resting down, but I'm afraid to cut you off by accident, so it's not gonna. And we're just gonna kick up and bring it back down. Yeah. So pointing up and flexing down, just like that. Yeah. Lift. Good, and lower. Good. All right, you guys have been with me long enough to know that I want you to, is that better? A little more. Mind your waist, right? Keep your waist lifted, mind your hips. So just like you were standing, right? Trying to keep that level across there, bringing it into levelness. Same thing laying down. Keep that stacked. 1 more. Hold that leg up right just above your hip and point to the front. Exhale, bring it to the back. Good. You are welcome to use the practice hand on the ground. It gives you a little feedback. Tells you where you need a little more help stabilizing in this side lying place. Good. Good. 2 more. Good. And last one. Now we're going to take this leg and circle it around. It goes back. It lifts up. Comes to the front, but not all the way down. Back. Good. Lifts up behind you. Circles around. Oh, legs are heavy. Good. Take it back. Good. Up behind you. So as it comes up behind you, can you press the bottom leg into the ground a little more? Press it, press it, press it, press it. Good. One more this direction, back. As it comes up, press the bottom leg down. It will help you lift. Good. And then bring that in for a brief rest. Whoo, because then it has to circle the other way. Can you still hear me? Put my head down? Or turn it like this, maybe. All right, so lift that leg up, bring it forward, up to the sky, around the back. As it comes around the back, push that front leg down. Push the front leg down. Good, and then bring it forward. Up, push the bottom leg down. Did I say front? Bottom leg down. Yes, so both sides of your hips are working at once. Isn't that crazy and amazing? Good. 2 more, this one and 1 more. Where should we not feel this? I'd like you to not feel it in your low back. Not a crazy amount in your TFL here, right in the front of the hip. That would be good. Yeah, not there. Not there would be good. So if you're feeling it there, that tells me that you probably rolled your hip open. Norris Squish is a good one. If you're feeling a lot in the front, it means your hip is probably rolling open, and that's what's holding the muscle up. If it stays forward, this is what holds the leg up. Can you see that? So this is the worker. My hip is stacked. This is it. I'm not moving the worker. I'm just moving my relationship to the work. Now it's this in the front. So that's why hip position is important. Okay, we should be toast, yeah? Yes. Awesome, good for us. We're gonna roll over on our fronts before we do the other side. And we're gonna have a little interlude right here. So pressing up onto our hands. You are welcome to put something under your shins because we're gonna be in bear for a moment, okay? So those of you who prefer not to be on your knees or feet, you can put something under your shins instead. Can you see me? I can't see you. I'm gonna go this way. There we go. What's that? Is your head coming out of my butt? All right, that's what it looks like. Okay, so lifting up into bear. We're holding the knees off the ground for just a moment. We're pulling our collarbones open and corkscrewing our elbows toward our waist. Good. Lifting our throats just a little. That's it. Good. Holding that breath there. One more time. And then gently coming down. Good. And then you can release into a happy dog, nutty dog, Dale, if that feels good to you. Good. All right. So now you get to play. You have some options here. You can lift up, and if that's happy, if that's what you love, do that. If you can, see if you can take one hand across to the opposite knee, and then again to the opposite knee. Now I'm showing you me cheating a little bit. See how I'm sitting back? That's me not having to stabilize, right? Instead, I'm gonna work really hard at staying over the front hand, right? Just like that. Makes sense? Yeah. Good. See if you can lower your knees a little bit, Kay. Our goal is to keep our knees as close to the ground as possible without actually hitting the ground. Good. Good, yeah. And then come down for a little rest. Nice, you guys, good. From there, we're gonna, if your shins are up on something, and you cannot put your toes down. Come off of your roller or your height so that you can be in a high kneel. Because all we're going to do is scoop the belly in and just round up high, lifting high up to the sky. Yes, push up. Good. Then take your right hand, just reach it back to your right heel while you keep pulling up with the left hand, far as you can. Put space, put space. Good. Up, and then other side. Reach up with your hand that's higher as far as you can. Good. And then back up. We'll do one more each side. Reaching down. Reach as far as you can. Up. That's it. Good. And other side. Reach as far as you can. Up. Good. All right. And then we're ready to lie down on the other side. Your left foot fell asleep. In that position, can you make it less pigeon-toed and more duck-footed? So when you were like that, your toes were pointing in. That makes sense. So the rest of us, we can start our side kicks. Melissa, I'm going to roll your top hip forward a little bit. Yeah. And then... yeah, good. All right, and you guys get to lay your head all the way down. And if I suddenly cut out, you tell me, because that's... okay, so on this side, I don't know if it's apparent, but I am hiked up on this side, shortened in this waist. You can see my legs aren't even the same length. So I'm gonna pull that top waist. You see how my legs are now the same length? And now I've got a longer side here. So I'm going to try to maintain that. Judith, I want you to really think about the same thing. Really keep that length through the top waist. It will make your bottom one lift in. That's it, good. And then Melissa, you can roll your front hip, your top hip forward again. It's going to feel like you're falling forward. That's it, good. And then Catherine's got a glare right across her. I cannot see what she's doing. Oh, good. So, Catherine, you can roll your top hip forward too. Yep, keep rolling it. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Even more. I want you to feel almost like you're going to fall forward on the hip, not through the torso, but from the hip. That's it. And you'll feel how you can't lift it as high then. That's perfect. Good. All right. So, leg lifts up. We kick to the front. And then flex, take it to the back. So if you're like me, where we're struggling to keep the waistline long here, Franny on this side too, we're gonna really push through our heel, push it down behind us until we can feel ourselves stretch right here through the front. Yeah? Can you feel that? Find that stretch moment. Get better lighting over here. Oh, I just changing the light around because the sun is moving. Good, that's it, yes. Long. Okay, ready to circle it? Ready to circle it? Yes, we take it back. Press down the leg into the ground while that one comes up. Good. And then again, if you're minding your waistline, reach through your heel as it goes back. Press down into the leg on the ground. Good. Yeah? Come on. Bring that hip forward for me, Melissa. Push that foot forward. There you go. Good. Now keep that hip there. Woo. Same thing, Nara. Watch on that side, just like Melissa and me. You've got the combo. So I want your hip forward and then push that right leg long. The hip is way up here. You can kind of see how the bottom thigh is actually tensing. Push that down. And then everybody, let's reverse direction. There is so much going on with this leg all over the screen, you guys. But I love how you're working it. Yeah? Yep. That's it. Yes. So the moving leg is almost our distraction, right? Is the bottom leg supporting you? Are you keeping that waistline long? Yes. Okay, good. Good. Which way are we going? This way? Good. We're going to do just an extra one because on this side we all could use it. Oh, me included. Gah. And then that gets to rest down. Very nice. We're going to roll onto our front side and just have a little swan. He's enjoying his sunspot. Okay, so forehead on the mat, a hand on either side of your head. Inhale and exhale, just float that sternum up. Now you're going to hold it today. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands off the mat, just on either side of your head, like you're a skydiver, right? When you first jump out and the wind is holding you up, the air rush is holding you up. Nice big breath, and then gently lay it all down. So inhale, exhale, spine first. Inhale, exhale, arms join you. Good. And then gently lay down. So now here I want you to pay attention to some things. Oops, the weight in your pelvis and the space in your back from rib to rib and rib to hip. Yeah. You might need to pull one leg a little bit longer, especially as you add the load of that hand. You want to notice when you add your hands in that the work increases across the top of your mid-back, not here at your low back. We really want it to be mid-back and booty as your prime focuses. Focuses. Good, okay. Kay and Franny, do all that. Now keep a little ball under your chin as you lift. Right, keep holding your chin to your throat. Yes, right, so it's going to be less about your cervical spine and more about your mid-back. Good, very nice, you guys. Okay, so then lift to wherever it is you lift to. Then put your hands back down. Push against the ground, but see if you can lead from your upper back, keeping your booty on. Big breath there. And then exhale, gently lower it back down. So inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. Lift your arms. Feel your shoulder blades in place. Keep them as you put the hands back down. And then lift up. Good. That's it. Little lift first. Lift the hands to set the shoulders. Put the hands back down. Press into the hands and lift. Good. Good. One more time. Good. And then all the way down. Very nice. Good. We're going to slide your arms out. We'll swim a little bit. So left leg up, right arm up. If you can aim your right thumb toward the ceiling, that would be fabulous. Every time you lift, just rotate so the thumb looks up. Ready? Inhale, exhale, switch, and switch. So you still have your chin aiming through to your throat, which is aiming to the back of your skull. That's it. You still have your leg reaching to get rid of every little crease in the back of that leg. Good. One more on each side. Good. And then you get to bend your elbows. What time is it? Bend your elbows, put your forehead on your hands. Good. Bend your right knee. Lift that right knee. So you're lifting in stinger position. Good. And then pull the right knee across the left foot. Tap it down behind you. It's going to open your hip up and give you a little stretch through the front of you. Now coming back down, I want the right knee to stay heavy. Scoop the front of you in. Keep the right leg behind you for as long as you can, and then let it lay back down. Extend it out. We'll do that side again. So inhale, exhale, bend the knee. Lift it. Keep your left leg driving into the ground as long as you can while the right reaches over the top of you, tries to touch the ground. Good. And then pull your abs in. Keep the right leg heavy. Rotate the left femur toward your glute. And that should bring you back to the ground. Does that make sense? So this is a small version of the giant X. Good. Let's do one more. Inhale, exhale. Lift it. Reach it behind you. Keep your left foot on the ground, left leg on the ground. Good. See if you can tap the ground. Good. Find your left leg. Pull that left booty in. It should start you rolling back toward the ground. And then back down. And then extend that leg out. Good. All right. Other leg. Bending your left knee. Exhale as you lift the thigh bone. Good. And then pull it across the back of you as far as it will go. See if that will touch the ground. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Oh, yeah, some ground is farther on this side. Good. Pull your right glute around to get you back toward the ground. So we want to be able to keep our heads down on our hands. Yeah. Now my spine minders, of course, you're going to rotate with that a little bit, right? So you're going to let your spine follow the leg. But everybody else, we're looking for mobility, max mobility. Good. Oh, come on, ground, where are you? And then use that bottom leg to bring you back. Woo! Is it when the right leg is down? Everyone sit back in a child's pose. Is it when your right leg is down, or is it when your right leg is up? When it's supposed to be your return leg. Yeah, so that's an awesome question. Nara's asking when the leg that's down on the ground, she's not feeling that glute help her rotate back. So you have to very consciously think of the femoral head pulling around the back of you, right? Right here where the leg comes in. And this is a place a lot of us don't notice until the IT band beneath it gets angry because there's imbalance up here. So really trying to connect that to your booty. Let's come up and do a cat-cow, you guys. Big cat and cow. Good. Can you find it, Nara? Okay. There's a feeling that I'm supposed to feel. So if we're on all fours, we are going to walk our hands out a little bit so that our knees, that our hips drop. And we have some choices here. If you can step onto your toes, you're going to step out into a long plank and then lower yourself down as slowly as you can. Bend the knees, bring the feet back up. Exhale, push up, pulling your abs at the same time. And then if you'd like to step out onto your feet, you can. And then lower. If you're not stepping on your feet, you still have to lower. You don't just get to hang out there in that nice half plank. Yeah, makes sense. Step out, good. And then lower, 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 lower. Good. We're going to do two more. That's going to get us to 6, I think, if I'm counting right. Good. Go to. All right, so if that was 6, then you can come back into a child's pose. Good, then we're gonna come upright and bring your left knee forward and just have a nice little hinge. If you would like cushion under your knee, please feel free to put cushion under your knee. Don't feel like you have to suffer through that. That's it. And then just kind of notice how, I don't know if I can show you that. Do I do this wrong? Okay, undo it. There. Can you see how that hip is out to the side? Here my hip is to this in, right? Here the femur's out, here the femur's in. You see that? In. See if you can be in that position with the femur in. Yeah? Yeah, good. That's it, good. All right, take those arms up. Little balance moment. You're welcome to hold on to something. Nara, check your ankle. And everybody else, right? It's tempting to roll that back foot into a pigeon toe. Let it just be in a straight line. Good. Then reach back for that back foot. Reach a little higher to the sky. Keep this back booty on. Good. And then look up to the sky. Look up to the sky. Even while you're reaching down. Good. Back booty's on. Back booty's on. Good. Now turn the front abs on. Bring yourself back upright. Okay, now we can switch legs. I'm going to switch around just so I can still watch you. So yeah, there we go. Straight on that back foot. Good. Reach those arms up. Drop into that hip. Good. Glute on. Glute on. Yes. Good. Femoral heads in. Good. Nice. That looks nice. Good, Catherine. Nice straight line. Good. And then take that arm back behind you. Good. Start reaching back, reaching back, reaching back. Good. And then let your eye go to the top hand. It's reaching higher up. Put space between those two elbows. That's it. Back booty is still on and holding you. One more breath. Find your front abs. They're going to pull you in. Bring it over the top. Good. Now we're ready just to bring ourselves upright. So you can use your thigh for support. Good. Hold it here in the middle. Stretch your shoulder and the other shoulder. Good. Maybe a little further. Good. And then we're going to round up through that spine. One vertebrae at a time. Take those arms up. Take up as much space as you can. Big, big, big. Good. Push up toward the sky. Good. Walk your feet in. We're going to spine twist to your right, pushing those hands apart. And then bring it back up. Good. And spine twist high. I think he has to go for a walk. Good. And then back up. Good. And again, reach. Good. And last one. And up. Good. And then pull it down nice and wide. Head falls gently to one side. And then forward. And then to the other side. And then forward. Good. Unpeel those arms all the rest of the way down. Good. Look at your feet. Drive into them and let your spine lift up. Whew. Thank you, guys. Hee hee. Nice work. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Kicking off this Monday. Franny, welcome back. Melissa, welcome back. It's nice to see you twice in a week. Mary's face. Kay's cute pigtail. All right, you guys. Oops.